I know Chibli outed me for the Discord message I sent to him, where I said, because we're talking about the Name 100 Women in Microsoft Excel challenge. And I said, I'm honestly, no disrespect, but I'm not sure more than 250 names actually exist in your head. He took offense to it, but I don't think that it's offensive. When he said, excuse me, in reply to it, I said, don't be offended, your talents lie in other areas, which I think is true. I mean, you've seen him play Quicksort. Like, I don't think he's a name Andy. He's a creative thinker. He's not like a knowledge regurgitator. He comes up with his own wisdom. It's a backhanded compliment? No, if anything, it's like a forehanded insult. It's like if you don't think about it, it seems insulting, but I actually mean it in like the most complimentary way possible. Next time. Next time. I just got a 1556 in this game. I'm so happy. Okay, random eye. Here's where we find out if you're a glory hunter. /user random eye. If this is the first message in chat, you're in for a world of hurt. That's all I'm going to say. Following since February 1st, 2017, 432 messages. Binding of Isaac background. I think spiced Coke is actually pretty good. Bidets are good. It's better than an air fryer. Let's see. Let's scroll back. I'm back in 2022. Exclamation point docket. I'm back in 2021. My points. We have a real. That's a real viewer right there. You know what? Congratulations on your 1556 run in a difficult game about climbing. That's very impressive. I was hoping. Well, I guess I'm glad with the way that it worked out. I was hoping that you were just like someone really good at a difficult game about climbing who just is like drive-buying the directory and going like, I just got a 1556. I'm so happy. And then I audit you and you have no messages in my chat ever. Come on. Come on. Got any tips for me? Nope. Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it. Whee! You know what speedrun categories Chibli's top 3 in? He's a #1 world record holder having sex in The Sims. I know that for a fact. I don't know the rest. Oh, that was a good one. It's called Woohoo. Yeah, but you know what? Yoo-hoo is euphemistic. Oh, it's true. Tokyo 2020 speed climbing. The record was previously held by your mum. Next time. He was hitting that shit till it looked like goopy carbonara. I know that for a fact. Oh, that's gross. I've seen this shit that you write. It's the only thing I know about The Sims, man. Goopy carbonara. Why is it goopy? I didn't make it. You got to take that up with Will Wright, bro. Still thinking about how you said Chibli's not smart like you. He's just creative smart. Yo, but I mean that. Like, Chibli is the funniest person that I know. I'm pretty funny sometimes, but most of my humor is like, hey, this is like, it's Family Guy, right? This is just like the time. Me when I'm Dennis Miller hosting the Dennis Miller show, I don't want to go off on a rant here. And Chibli will just open his mouth and say, like, you know, French bulldog, and it's the funniest thing you've ever heard. Oh! Hold, hold, hold. So true. British people playing pole mine. That moment lives rent-free in my head. What the fuck you mean baked beans are number one? Oh, man. You think Paul Atreides was 2x pimpy? Well, I don't know. Like, I understand the idea that there's selective breeding as forced by the Bene Gesserit, but I don't know if it's necessarily reducing genetic diversity, you know? I don't know if there's a whole lot of... Maybe there is in the book. I haven't read the books yet, but maybe there's more of like an inbreeding situation in the book, but I don't think that necessarily they make that implication in the film. They were going to breed him with Fade Rautha? No, they weren't. Fade Rautha is supposed to be the father of the Kwisatz Haderach. They weren't going to have him fuck Paul Atreides in the butt. How would they even conceive? In the Dune universe, I don't believe it works that way. Paul was supposed to be a lady. Oh, okay. Well, now actually, you raise a good point there. I forgot that his mom conceived a son because she loved Oscar Isaac so much. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You cooked me on that one. Hold, hold, hold. Who? Did I miss him naming 100 women? Yes, because you blinked. I mean, we were cruising. We did have to go back to the well because I accidentally named Jamie Lee Curtis 2 times. But we put down a pretty good time. I mean, so it took us 7 minutes and 10 seconds to name 100 women. That's like a woman every 5 seconds. And I had to type it. And for the first 30, for some reason, I was saying their profession as if like you wouldn't believe me. Because I started with a lot of like Canadian astronauts. And I was like, they don't know who the fuck Roberta Bondar is, bro. Well... You did a lot of hockey players? Yeah? I mean, the Canadian women's team is goated, bro. You think I don't know Manon Roumet? You think I don't know Marie-Philippe Poulin? You think I don't know Haley Wickenheiser? You think I don't know Cassie Campbell Pascal? Come on. I missed the tennis vein completely. You're absolutely right. Justine Henin-Ardenne, Maria Sharapova, Anna Kournikova, Steffi Graf, Martina Navratilova. I mean, we easily could have picked up like another 20 tennis players without a doubt. Okay, relax, we believe you. Oh, now I'm naming too many women. Now I'm not misogynist enough for you. You're trying too hard? You didn't name enough musicians? You guys weren't even ready for my Tina Weymouth into Belinda Harris into Debbie Harry combo. Honestly, like from Wake Up, that shit can take you down to like 10% of your life bar. Next time. Next time. Belinda Butcher when? I think that's what I meant when I said Belinda Harris. Hold. What's the name of the lady in Arcade Fire? Oh, you mean Regine Jesus? Mountains Beyond Mountains, Sprawl 2? I don't think they've heard of Sprawl 2, Pippin. Whee! Mistpad Benatar? Brother, it's not 1985 anymore. Nobody's missing Pat Benatar. What the fuck? I don't like Pat Benatar's music very much. I know, she does put on airs in Arcade Fire. She says, like, they heard me singing and they told me to stop, quit these familiar things and just punch the clock. Sometimes I wonder if the world's so small, if I could ever get away from the sprawl. Well, you live in Montreal, lady. Like, move out to Trois-Rivières or Laval or something. You can move to Labrador, you know? Just drive north a little bit. You chose to live in, like, the third biggest city in the country. Like, what do you want me to say? Hold. Hold. Yeah. Hold. 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 Believe. Oh, that was good, dude. I had so much laterality. That was improvement. Laterality? Well, many of you obviously don't know Maynard James Keenan. Did you know he has a 17-octave vocal range and frequently writes in time signatures that are a prime number over top of another prime number? The only Maynard I know makes wine gums. I'm going to +2 you for that, but I have a question for you. Are wine gums the worst candy sold in the grocery store? Too hard compared to other gummies. Muted fruit flavor compared to other candies. Like what are we doing with these wine gums, bro? Licorice is worse? I'd +2 that. I think that's definitely true. You like Swedish Fish? I do. I really like Swedish Fish. I didn't know that they, until recently, that they're like a very divisive candy. Some people can't stand them. The crazy thing about Swedish Fish, and I know I've said this before, maybe like a year ago, they're so, I mean, all candy is bad for you, but Swedish Fish are so bad for you relative to how, like, not crazy they taste. Like, the flavor of a Swedish fish is, like, mild, but then when you look up the nutritional data, you're like, where the hell is the... Where's all this fucking poison coming from? It's crazy. It's all sugar and corn syrup? Yeah, but they're all just sugar and corn syrup. So how did they get the Swedish fish to be so much worse for you than the other, like a fuzzy peach or something like that? Not even close, bro. Hello, Sinvicta. Hello. Sinvicta, will you be doing the Name 100 Women challenge? I don't want to brag, but I put down a pretty good time. Do you like cheesies? My sister brought some from Canada. They're very salty. Hawkins cheesies are, they're a Canadian classic. I do like them, but again, I don't buy them because they're actually like, I mean, if they're in a function, I will eat some for sure, but they're so much worse for you than even regular Cheetos. Because I think like, there's like, per cheesy, there's like 20 times more corn. Like, those fuckers are dense. Like, they can chip your tooth. Oh! Hold. Yeah, I'm a Cheetos. We're Costco guys. Of course we like Cheetos. Also, I don't know what powder they use. Hold. For the Hawkins Cheetos, but I honestly think they glow in the dark. Like, Cheetos are orange. Hawkins Cheesies are actually, like, made with real deuterium or something like that. Like, they're radium infused, exactly. They have phospholuminescence. You ever tried Juji Fruits? Isn't that the candy that Elaine bought from the movie theater after hearing that her boyfriend got into a car accident? Hi, Tomo. Oh! Hold, hold. Every time I come to the stream, you're at the same point? Yeah, well, every time I see your message, it says the same fucking thing, bro. Maybe we're doomed to go around in this, like, you know, twin galaxy star system over and over, doing the same shit. What do you want me to say? I'm the Joel Barish to your Clementine Kruszinski. Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet would have been a great poll. Because then from there, like, the secret to the Name 100 Women Challenge is you don't try to name women. You name one woman and then narrow down the category to things surrounding that woman in a web. So you go, okay, Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet was in Titanic. Other women in Titanic, Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates, she's also in Rat Race with Whoopi Goldberg and Amy Smart. Amy Smart, of course, is in The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher, who was on that 70s show with Laura Prepon and Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall with Kristen Bell and Jonah Hill, who was in Get Him to the Greek with Elizabeth Moss, who was on Mad Men with Christina Hendricks, who was in Bad Santa 2, which also had Kathy Bates. To be fair, I'll admit that one, we just doubled up on Kathy Bates. But that's okay. You could do worse than that. So it's basically Cine 2 Nerdle. Well, the secret is, like, if I asked you to, like, name every food, in 1 minute, you would probably come up with, like, 50 foods. But if I asked you to name every vegetable, you would probably come up with, like, 75 vegetables. I think that the way the brain works, you need to give, like, the smaller the subset, the easier it is to come up with almost all of them. We were like a micrometer away. You name one K-pop group that's like 10 people right there? Yeah, but you, like, I'm gonna call Resin on it because I don't want to see a list that says like fucking Jenny. I want to see fucking first name, last name, bro. Unless they're known exclusively by a single name, like Madonna. Beyonce? I'll fucking type Beyonce Knowles. Beyonce Knowles Carter, if that makes you happy. You better not type, you know, Jisoo Blackpink. That's all I'm trying to say. As far as I'm concerned, that's a description rather than a name. I did the challenge last night. It took me 48 minutes. No disrespect. What went wrong? 48, that's a woman every 30 seconds. Oh. That's kind of slow. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be rude, but 48 minutes? I don't know any famous people? Well, then you shouldn't do the challenge, honestly. Like, the challenge isn't for you. That's like, I'm not going to go to the local track meet and do the high jump. I don't have hops. I couldn't even name 100 men in 40 minutes. Realistically, like, you absolutely could. Come on. Like, you have, like, had a hobby in your life at some point, right? Like, you could probably name minimum If you're from North America, I bet you could name like at least 12 presidents, even if you don't know who they are, you've heard their names. Then like if you've ever watched sports, just name like 2 teams' rosters and you're there. Or maybe you're like a YouTube Andy. You probably name the pseudonym for like, 25 YouTubers or something, right? Like you can get there pretty quick, man. I could name 8 presidents max. Brother, I've been alive for like 8 presidents. What do you mean you can name 8? So you know George Washington, you know Abraham Lincoln. That's a given. And then just like, you can't remember like the last 6? Biden, Trump, Obama, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Lyndon B. Johnson, John F. Kennedy, Dwight Eisenhower. Like, get a clue, man. Yeah, we didn't even mention Thomas Jefferson, McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, FDR. Come on. I believe that everybody in this chat can name 100 women and 100 men. It's just a matter of asking your brain the right question. Instead of saying conjure 100 men, which is a difficult task, you just say, hey, name 20 athletes, 20 singers, 20 actors, 20 politicians, and then like fill in the gaps. I literally can't do it. I don't believe you. You can do anything. I don't believe, I believe you have at least 1,000 recognizable names in your head. The hard part is pulling 100 of them out without having any impetus to do so. Oh. You just got to ask your brain the right questions, man. Hold. Hold. Yeah, you just start with the theme, bro. Start with historical figures. I got a little bit stuck. My brain said, you know what? Queen Elizabeth II. Where do we go from that? Princess Diana, Kate Middleton, Meghan Markle. Could have said Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. Could have said Queen Elizabeth I. Could have said Mary, Queen of Scots. Could have said Joan of Arc. Could have said Catherine the Great. Could have said fucking Hippolyta or something like that. You could have said Mama Liz. Mama Liz. Cleopatra. Nefertiti. Tifa, there's lots of options. Hold. Selena Gomez, exactly. Selena Gomez, people. Selena Gomez, who was in Only Murders in the Building with Martin Short, who guest starred on Arrested Development with Portia de Rossi, who was married to Ellen DeGeneres. Hold. We got lines, bro. I stole Ellen DeGeneres from Slime. I know Slime's time was a little longer. I was really impressed he knew who Sue Johansson was. Oh, we spun it, baby. I honestly didn't know Americans knew who Sue Johansson was. We don't? She used to run a show on Canadian TV that was called the Sunday Night Sex Show or something like that. She's like the Canadian Dr. Ruth. Oh! Oh no, I hear Dada. You know what? Let me go check on this. Being 3 must actually be like really hard, man. No joke. Cause like your emotions are like all over the place. Like she's crying. She was like, "Daddy, I want a hug before I go. I miss Daddy so much." So I gave her like a big hug. Yesterday, right after daycare pickup, I'm gonna embellish the situation a little bit, but it's basically like this. Pick her up, bring her home from daycare. She's like, "Daddy, I want to eat this light bulb." I say, "You can't eat that light bulb. You'll break the glass in your mouth and bleed a lot and have to go to the hospital." And she goes, "I don't like you anymore. You are bad." The mood swings are crazy, man. She's been saying lately, like she's going up and down. She's been saying I'm evil lately. But she says it with like a smile. She goes like, "You are bad, you are evil." And I'm like, "I'm not what? I'm evil? Just because I won't let you like do something that's gonna lead to you breaking your leg or something like that? I'm evil now?" Hold. Hold. That one was a little weak. I get called rude. They just be saying stuff, man. I'm not mad at her, you know, she's a kid. Holy cow. Oh, did you see the laterality on that jump? Just wait, it gets worse. Well, people are always saying like, oh, he closed his fist. We could taste that one. So true. People are always saying like, wait till she's a teenager. I'm not saying it's going to be easier. I'm saying there's different goods and different bads. When my daughter's being a little bit, you know, when she's got an attitude problem at age 4, I mean, your ass still got to play with her, right? What are you going to do? Leave her alone? When she's got an attitude problem at like age 16, you'll be like, all right, go fuck yourself. I'm going to watch some TV. You're going to be like that, then fucking go to your room. At least I'm confident that you're not going to, like, you know, smash your head through the glass window or something like that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's easier. I'm simply saying at least you can They have some independence, so you're like, okay, you want to take a timeout? Go take a timeout. The streets are saying you can just say no when they ask to play. Yeah, I guess. Feel bad, though. Oh, that was close. The streets are mean? I guess that's true. Hey, Go Off Kings, thanks for the raid. We're talking about parenting right now. My 3-year-old just doesn't have the same sense of, like, danger that you gain as you become, like, a more experienced adult. Like, you know what she tries to do every day? She puts on her mom's slippers and walks around. No big deal, you know. Her mom's like a women's size 7 and she's 3 years old, so obviously she's not filling the shoes, but no big deal. But then she goes to the edge of the staircase and is like, I'm gonna walk down the stairs in mom's slippers. And I'm like, no the fuck you aren't. You're gonna tumble down the stairs like a prop dummy from Walker, Texas Ranger and die. And then she's mad at me that I like take the slippers off. It's crazy, man. Gmod. Oh, okay. This shit don't happen every day. We hold and hold. Don't lose your grip, bro. I'm not confident in that. I'm simply not confident in that. I'd rather go for a better hold. Guys, I'm not confident in it. I'm simply, the grip is not strong enough. We take our time. That's the sort of stuff we're looking for. Okay, hold, focus. Took us many, many hours to progress to this point. This is a lock-in type of situation. Love it. Don't love it. Love it. Are you holding? You're holding. Okay. Beautiful. That last one's far away, huh? You have to make the jump, right? Oh, there's a rock on the left. You saved my life. I was gonna launch, bro. I believe this is grabbable. I didn't even let go with my left hand. Momentum let go with my left hand. We got a little lucky. Hold. Things got a little spooky there. Okay, you gotta, this is, it's a touch slippy. Want a good handhold? Hold. Hold. Oh my God, is it another pool? Not yet. Not yet. Snow? This feels amazing. Huge. Okay, hold. Hold. If you're just joining us, this is a momentous occasion, okay? I mean, I honestly don't know what to do. You have to do a leap of faith, right? Yes! Oh! Oh! New pool. That was scary, bro. Like, I'm not shaking as bad as I was when I was trying to name 100 women, but I was getting a little nervous there. Hey, Weezna123, Albatross Ascot, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, and R Mater, thank you as well. Thank you. Oh, man. Shrinkage? I just watched that episode last night. I mean, George is pretty fucked up in that episode. Hey, Colling Lee, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's go over that episode from George's perspective, okay? Yes, that's fine. His girlfriend sunbathes topless next to Jerry, Kramer, and Elaine in the Hamptons before George has seen her naked. I would say that's her right. If she wants to sunbathe topless, then so be it. George has no reason to feel aggrieved. But then he says, in order for it to be fair, he gets to see... Or no, because, well, no, he gets to see Jerry's girlfriend naked because he's mad that Jerry saw his girlfriend naked. So he kept trying to bust in on her when she was changing, which is basically, I don't know, at the very least, sexual harassment, I would say. Then the plan backfires, and Jerry's girlfriend busts in on George when he's getting changed out of his swimsuit. And obviously she sees his penis, and it's diminutive because he was in the pool. That's where the famous quote, "I was in the pool! I was in the pool!" That's where that comes from. Okay, so he's already, like, he's at 2 strikes, bro. Then, Jerry's girlfriend, who saw George naked, tells George's girlfriend that she saw his penis and it was small. But because women apparently don't know about shrinkage, she basically, like, hightails it out of there and says, like, you know, I don't want to be with this guy anymore. Sucks for George, don't get me wrong. Oop, drama, so true. How does George respond to that? He cooks breakfast for everybody in the morning and includes lobster in the scrambled eggs, even though he knows Jerry's girlfriend is a practitioner of Judaism and is trying to keep kosher. So I don't know exactly all about the tenets of Judaism, but I believe that from her perspective, he basically said, you're going to hell now because of the shrinkage stuff, which is pretty messed up. But also, least media literate Seinfeld criticism of all time. Oftentimes, the main characters of Seinfeld are the bad guys, which is part of what makes the show funny. Hold. Hold. All the time? I don't think all the time. When Jerry reports Poppy's Italian restaurant to the health department because Poppy took a shit and then didn't wash his hands afterwards, and then he was getting his knuckles into the dough when he was making the pizza, like that one, to me, I wouldn't have done it, but I can see why he did it. Let's put it that way. Oh, okay. Not my finest move there. That's true. When George gave the security guard a chair, yeah, the place got robbed afterwards. That's not George's problem. And to be honest with you, I don't really feel like it's the security guard's problem. Poppy got a little sloppy. George, when he murdered his fiance, George didn't murder his fiance. She died due to poison glue. His decision to get cheaper invitations led to the cheaper glue, but he didn't poison the glue in the first place. Holy new water. Prezzo, we're so back. I named 100 women in 7 minutes, and we're at a new pool in a difficult game about climbing. George has insane lore. I mean, honestly, George Costanza has one of the highest charisma stats, even though the joke in the show is that he's pathetic. Like, think about the riz that George Costanza has in that show. My name is George, I'm unemployed, and I live with my parents. Hi, I'm Jennifer. Then he gets an interview with the New York Yankees, and he goes to meet directly with George Steinbrenner. And then George Steinbrenner's like, it's a pleasure to meet you, George. And he goes, I wish I could say the same, Mr. Steinbrenner, but you and your clown organization have turned this city and this team into a laughingstock for the last 20 years. And then George Steinbrenner goes, hire this man. Like he's got an unbelievable charisma stat. Help. That's fine. It's called Aura. I mean, have you seen him in the Gore-Tex? The episodes, like any Seinfeld episode in the summertime, George actually looks like the coolest person that works at an East Vancouver brewery. Like, the culture has now made George Costanza into a fashion god. The dad hat and, like, the plaid shirt. He's got the pastels. He's got drip, man. The denim. Wow! Kramer's drip too. He's got the Kavorka, it doesn't count. Hold. Hold. We're Seinfeld guys. Of course we have incredibly attractive partners. Some truth to that. Hold. Hold. Now, I don't really know what we're supposed to do here, brother, because, like, we're not making that jump over to the side, or to the top. Maybe we can make it over to the side of the mountain. It's a full send right. Whee! Like that, but better. I'm not even taking offense to that. I'm just happy to be on the new pool, bro. Hey, Anel, how many times per day do you think about your posture? I hate to say it, I'm a posture non-believer. Full disclosure, I don't have, like, chronic back pain. But, and I'm not saying I'm right, I'm simply saying, watch that, we'll go with Goofy style. I'm simply saying this is my opinion. Whenever people are, like, really concerned with their posture, and they're not like an ergonomic scientist or whatever, I look at it the same way someone tells me that they, like, healed their ailment with crystals or something like that. Just for me, I'm like, I'm glad that you're healed. I'm glad that this is serving you. but you're being an evangelist about something that I find, I don't know, somewhat dubious at least. Yeah, I saw the person who said they healed their kidney infection through the power of positive thinking. This shit kind of pissed me off, not because they're like ignoring medicine, but because I kind of feel like it's ignoring how amazing your human body is. Like, you did not manifest healing your kidney infection. Like, your body has been fucking training through 1.8 billion years of like eukaryotic evolution to fight that shit off, bro. Show some respect. Hold, hold, hold. Yes, I did see the TikTok comment on me solving the mini crossword in 22 seconds, and the comment said, "What's his job? His real job?" I didn't know if they were being serious or not, but whether they were being serious or not serious, it's a very funny comment. So I'm not trying to take anything away from it being reposted on Twitter, but I saw that comment like in the wild because I checked my TikToks to see if they're popping off or dying on the vine. Spoilers, 7 and 8 times dying on the vine. No fault of the editor. Just randomly TikTok. They do like a Wheel of Fortune card every time you post something. And they're like, nope, nope, nope. This one, 10 million views. Nope, 10 million views. 2 million views. Nope, 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 nope. Hold. Hold. They actually get 10 mils sometimes. No, I think the highest viewed it's probably like 2 or 3 million. My highest viewed TikToks are me talking about yellow paint in video games and saying, oh, that was not great. Saying every video game should just be Slay the Spire. And then me in Call of Duty Warzone placing a circular mine on the ground and then spray painting a bullseye over top of it. And the textures are so cooked it just disappears into the floor so the enemy teams can't see it. And then also the time we were in the stairwell in Call of Duty Warzone. No! And then at the top of the building, we called in an airstrike because we knew there were dudes on the roof. And then they busted down the emergency exit door and we just slaughtered them in the staircase. Hold. No, the baseball bit is like insane on YouTube. I don't know. It has like 10 million views or something. But on TikTok, it has like 50,000. Like, it just goes, there's a lot of like luck involved, man. And TikTok monetization is so funny. I check it like once a month. Currently, they're running a promotion. You can film a commercial for Canadian Tire to celebrate the Canadian Tire X Moving Day promotion, whatever the hell that is. And I was like, I'm not going to do that, but at least it's like a legitimate advertiser. And then like every other one is like, we'll pay you $25 to use like our AI voice generator in a TikTok. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. Like, some of the advertisers on TikTok are so cooked they didn't even like fill out the metadata for the campaign. It'll just say like, for the description of what you have to do, it'll just say UGC, which is user generated content, for product. And then the product is like a JPEG of like a 5-star binder or something like that. And you're like, this is not a reputable platform, man. Whee. They still make 5 stars? What are kids using these days in school? iPads, Duotangs. I mean, if you had 5 stars back in the day, you were You were getting raised with a silver spoon. Let's put it that way. So am I grabbing the snowy rock on the far right, or am I grabbing something further down? It's down and to the right. What if we scramble a little bit? My God, it actually, you can grab the rock, bro. You scramble like a rat. Tomotech. Egg past the wheel. I almost can't believe it myself, but it is true. I'm so happy we didn't squander the one time we made it past the wheel. And that, brother, that was not a gimme. The post wheel section was very hot. Okay, this one's tough. I haven't practiced as many left swings as right swings. That's fine. We'll hold. It's an awfully real kind of wheel. I'm a feminine lesbian Eminem. He's got sun on his perineum. Not taking shit from anyone. Sorry. 2013 ass comedy. Harrison Ford under the floorboards of a 4X Ford Explorer. Four-door Ford Explorer. Harrison Ford under the floorboards. Oh. The thing goes scraw. You know, this is not a joke, just to give you some idea of the level of cookedness of Peloton music. There are multiple Peloton rides that use Man's Not Hot, the full song, with no irony. I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad song, but I am saying it's a meme song. So sometimes you'll be doing like a 30-minute Ali Love Tabata ride, and then she'll put on Man's Not Hot, and you're like, what are we doing here? 2 + 2 is 4. Quick maths. No ketchup, just sauce. And you're like, it's tough, man. It's tough. Wow! I'm about to meet with representatives from the EPA, but I'm watching this dude play a climbing game. I'm getting pissed off. It's not your fault. This is a Vancouver thing. No! Well, we're Vancouver guys. Of course we slip and fall. Like 4 months ago, everybody in Vancouver independently was like, what the fuck's that smell? And then there was like a huge fire at like a chemical refinery in Burnaby, which is just east of Vancouver. It fucked up the air quality in the city for like 3 days. I mean, the entire city. They just got fined, like this week. Motherfuckers got fined $38,000. It's fucking nothing, bro. It should be fined like I don't care if it wasn't their fault. You gave us all like mesothelioma or something. You should be paying out the damn nose. We should get like an extra fucking SkyTrain line out of that shit or something. Never let a crisis go to waste, brother. Couldn't they at least give us like some free school lunches for 10 years or something like that? $38,000? This shit is like a half-decked out Ford Fusion. Oh. Dan has you picture in picture. You know what would be funny if we just go like this. Get me out. Get me out of the box. Get me out of the box. Goo, goo, Imagine if it started making cracks in the webcam, and then the fist came all the way through. What the fuck did you just say to me, you little bitch? And then I pull you into the frame, and just, and then I throw you back through the frame, and you go. That'd be kind of sick, right? Good one. Hold, hold, hold. He really is Germa for people with jobs. You know what? Here's the I was cooking yesterday. I was making some good jokes. Hey, Corpse Slime. By the way, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Hope your strange phone situation works itself out. I saw you talking about that in chat. I was telling some serious heaters yesterday. It all got washed away. The reactions to my jokes got washed away because I said the phrase germaphobe. And like 5,000 people all typed Germa at the same time. I would like to think, I don't know Germa that well, but I know him better than you probably. Because we've spoken in real life. Well, on Discord at least. I would like to think that he would be ashamed of your actions. I would like to think that he is, no, a comedy respecter and would say, come on guys, let the jokes shine through. Don't derail the audience response to the jokes just because he said a word that kind of sounds like my name. Like, I think he would be like, I appreciate the attention, but at the same time, I don't want it to distract from, you know, the professional respect that I have for my colleague. That's just me talking, though. Because now I don't even remember the jokes. All I can remember is never say germaphobe again. Because you can't, it just, the volume when you say germaphobe goes up to 170 decibels. You can't hear anything else. Hold, hold. What's his McDonald's order again? Sorry. And was it real? Because you never know with that guy. Two McChickens. I remember there was, it's not two McChickens. Because two McChickens is not that crazy. It's like one McChicken and then 6 other things and then one more McChicken at the end. Like even the order itself is like a sandwich with McChickens for buns. Oh, we almost got it. Two McChickens, 10-piece combo. Hang on. McChicken 2X, extra mayo, 10 no pickles, apple pie, large Powerade. Oh, brother. He's on the Powerade? That's crazy. I wouldn't have, well, you know what? I guess I would take him as a Powerade drinker. Not in a negative way, necessarily, but... I don't even think they have Powerade. Prezzo, back me up here. Canadian McDonald's, I know Powerade is a Coke product. I don't think that they have Powerade at our McDonald's. Sometimes they still have Fruitopia, which is crazy. I don't even know if Fruitopia like exists outside of McDonald's anymore. Not even close. We got orange Fruitopia still. I don't want to make you feel bad, but you will never be 12 years old in the year 2000 going to see a movie at the Cineplex and a Fruitopia commercial plays with like Tomorrow Never Knows by the Beatles while a kaleidoscope of fruit goes on the IMAX screen. Turn off the old mind, relax and float downstream. You've unlocked a memory? Canadian movie theater commercials go kind of crazy, dude. Like Colonel and his popcorn menagerie. They fucking love getting eaten, bro. Not their popcorn that tries to get people to buy popcorn. And you know what's crazy is that like in the most famous commercial of all of them, they fucking pay for the popcorn. It's like not only did they say it's okay, you can eat us, but they busted out their Scotiabank Scene Visa card so they could pay for themselves to be eaten. Whatever happened to time play? Is it just dead now? Time play, I'll tell you my experience with time play. And it's a greatest hit, but we haven't done it in a while, okay? First, you used to go to the movie theater and you would just sit in darkness until the trailers started. Then, I would say maybe 1997, 1998 in Canada, you would go to the theater and you would sit in darkness, and then the lights would dim a little bit and you'd be like, oh shit, the trailers are about to start. And then you would watch 25 minutes of car commercials over and over. And you were like, what the fuck is this? Movie's supposed to start at 2:50. It's 3:10 and they haven't even gotten to the trailers yet because they're trying to get me to buy like a Kia Sportage. Then they said, okay, we kind of fucked up with that one, but we're gonna keep it because you can't roll it back. They started running like movie trivia where you just shouted at the screen before the commercial started. Hold. You know, like that's where Lazy Sunday comes from. We answered so fast it was scary. Whole theater stands up when we say Matthew Perry. You know, it would be like this actor was Chandler Bing on Friends. And then it would be like a silhouette of Matthew Perry's face. And you would be like, that's Matthew Perry. And then they would like make it a little bit opaque. And you'd be like, yeah, it's Matthew Perry. And then like 45 seconds later, they would be like, Matthew Perry. Anyway, then there was a goated era. This is what I say when I say like technology peaked and has been in decline ever since. Right around the proliferation of smartphones, they made smartphone integrated trivia before the movie, where you would compete with the other people in the movie theater to answer movie-related trivia questions, and you would win scene points, which is not like real money, but if you won at like a big showing, you could usually get enough to redeem for like a snack or something like that. Maybe not like a full concessions order, but enough points to like be meaningful. Then they started doing sponsored bits in the time play that fucking sucked. So I remember it used to be like, you know, name the director of this movie. And I would be like, boom, fucking Sidney Pollack. Thanks for the scene points. Then it started to be like, which goldfish cracker flavor is the best? And you'd be like, I don't know, fucking cheddar cheese. And they're like, wrong, bitch, flavor blasted. Someone else is getting your scene points now. And I'm like, that's not even trivia anymore, bro. And then they started doing like smartphone enabled games that sucked ass. Like I remember Recycle BC or Return It BC, which is like our recycling organization, sponsored a bunch of it. So like before the movie, you would play a game where you like fling cans on your phone into like the proper recycling bin. And then like the top 3 people got enough scene points to like get a free trip to the bathroom or something like that. And I was like, it's over. It's never coming back, man. Then it found out that motherfucker, well, I'm just calling him a motherfucker in like a nice way. There was the dude who hosted the pre-show, Tanner Zipchen. And then after he got let go from Cineplex, he gave an interview where he was like, I didn't even get paid in money. They only paid me in scene points, which is fucking insane, bro. That's not, you can't pay your rent with scene points. Like you can barely pay for a movie with scene points. And then they just got rid of time play. Probably they're like, we had to stop it because of the pandemic, because people were touching their phone screens, which is not hygienic. And then they're like, we'll bring it back when, you know, things are better. And then they just never will. So kind of like salads at McDonald's. Apparently all the lettuce is tainted or something. Hold. How much do you think Mark Saltzman made doing those tech reviews? Dude, you're bringing up some old memories for me. I haven't seen Mark Saltzman in forever. Dude would be like, the new Breville Super Pro Juicer with a built-in pulper and a mulch plug. Okay, hold on. Oh, hold it, hold it.